game. In Red Alert Experimental League Group A, we have established Masters players Anjew in his favorite pink color against Unano in his blood red. And yeah, Unano basically a mainstay of Red Alert Global League playoffs for the last 4 or 5 seasons. He always managed to somehow came in just in time for the playoffs, and at least one time second place holder. Yeah, one season he beat Blackened in the semifinals and went on to fight Calf, I think, in the final game. And last season we got the rematch, Blackened against Unano, in a fantastic best of 5 series in the semifinals. This time Blackened coming out on top, barely, because Unano was ahead in every single game and managed to throw away his advantage 2 out of 5 times, I think, which then cost him the series. But yeah, so really good games in those playoffs against Blackened, and we'll see. I would say in this matchup Unano the favorite, but we'll see how these two players adjust to the changes that we have in the Experimental League. The map we see is Stagera from Pink Thought. I like that it's in the pool. It's one of the smaller, not so eco-heavy maps, I would say. That being said, yes, you have massive eco on this map as well. Double mine expansion, single mine expansions in the middle, and then a quadruple mine expansions in the corner. But compared to modern day competitive RA standards, this is a small and not so eco-heavy map. So let's see, build orders, Anjew going for an early war factory, and you have the starting cash to do this without really cutting down on your infantry production. I mean, that's 15 rifles and an Anjew. Or Anjew. While, yeah, Unano going regular double ref opener, which gives him so much more cash to spend on infantry. Already up to 32 rifles, 4 rockets, a couple of medics. That's an interesting standoff. Unano expecting an Anjew to come that way, but the Anjew parking just 50 meters behind a tree. Unano moving out the main MCV. So one of the changes is you can build an MCV without the service depot first. Neither player going for that. Anjew building the service depot, even though he doesn't make any use of it. He didn't need it for the MCV, and he doesn't build any tanks right now. So that's a questionable build order choice. While Unano, similarly, right? He built the SD and didn't do anything with it. So Anjew now expanding with his second MCV, while Unano used his home MCV to expand. Expansion up first for Unano. 6 ore trucks over 5. And he will stay in the eco lead for a while longer. First tank out for both players. But crucially, Anjew has it's up to 4 Rexes. So his production will scale much faster. He's almost caught up in army value now. Unano. Unano didn't make any use of his early mass advantage. Unano still thinks he can take this, and he has a better position. First tank going down, second tank is there. Yeah, but he's getting so much value out of this. Anjew basically surrounded. So while the army lead was not significant anymore, Anjew still manages to push in and push through. Medics keeping his riflemen alive. And yeah, the gates are open. He can now easily attack the already scouted mining expansion. And Anjew already is in a pickle here. That is pretty much a situation he won't be able to recover from. Yeah, Anjew expecting an attack on the other side of the map, but nothing is there. And almost looks like the lack of reaction here. Almost looks like he's contemplating calling GG. Anjew famously not one to drag out matches in Red Alert Global League. Whenever he's behind, he throws in the towel. Not one to stress his opponent's patience. And yeah, that's pretty much GG. Anjew setting up a counter-attack, but there's only 2 rockets in his composition. That's not gonna live long, and that's major reconstruction in your main base. Just, yeah, perfect timing. Just about time for me and Duke Burns to play our game. But that single rocket keeps Anjew alive there. But yeah, for all intents and purposes, no way back into this game. Yeah. Clear start to finish. Anjew getting drawn into the engagement a bit too early. 1 minute later, he probably would have caught up with Anjew in terms of army value. And also famously unlucky positioning.
Battle control terminated.
Let's go.
Battle control initialized.
Anjew versus Unano. Game number 2. Unano playing his blood red color. Yeah, cheers noob. And Anjew playing his pink color. And the map is the first time we see that, actually, I think. Crossfire. And yes, that's I think it's one in the default Red Alert map pool. 4-player map. Quite small, a bit dated, and one of the odd choices to throw it into the tournament. I think in the original version, that's you can capture a biolab, which gives you the ability to build mutated ants on this map, if memory serves right. Maybe it's always a hospital. Maybe that's the special feature for this competitive version of the map. Lots and lots of oil derricks around the map. Lots and lots of choke points. So we'll see how that plays out. Yeah, I feel tournament would benefit from smaller maps, so this might be just right. Unano already shift queuing his ore truck to do what is potentially the optimal mining pattern. We'll see whether that pays off for him. But yeah, starting cash is not a problem in Red Alert Experimental League, because that's one of the changes. You have 7.5k instead of the usual 5k, which basically means you can spam infantry more or less from the get-go, not having to think too hard about what exactly your build order is and how much money you can spend on infantry. If you go really greedy, if you go War Factory first, it doesn't quite work out. Anjew down. Oh yeah, might be custom color palette. Okay, so we have reversed roles this time. Unano going rather greedy, investing into an earlier War Factory, while Anjew is opening up with a triple ref build, and Unano decides to move a few inches to take the expansion without building the extra MCV. Where are we on the oil derrick count? Unano up to 5, but yep, and he's gonna keep 5 over 3 because he's gonna kill Anjew's Anjew. Or is he not? Maybe that was a miscalculation. Okay. Now he's going in to finish the job. And the light tank production has begun. Do air rushes work with this balance? Maybe. I've played a few games against Sir the other night, just for fun, and basically air rushed one another in 2 games. But I mean, mine was not really a rush. His probably also wasn't. But yeah, we both went for early air into back-to-back games. But yeah, probably depends. I'm notoriously bad with tech, so that didn't result in anything for me. And Sir also is just a better player at this point, so he won both of those games. Would be interesting. Maybe we'll see an air rush. We have Sir against Creo on the menu later on, so maybe there's something in there. Andrew just massing up. But yeah, both players not suffering from Q amnesia. And both players going for mass light vehicles. Andrew now invested into the service depot, so he wants to have tanks. But Andrew is giving him a taste of the APCs. And doesn't lose one APC. This is a good crushing run with the APCs. And yeah, that swings the game back into, or yeah, I mean, it swings the game in Andrew's favor, I feel. Because Unano just loses so much army here. And yeah, I think that's the game. Andrew can pretty much roll through. Okay, those APCs now died really quickly, but yeah, secondary army coming in. No way to stop these forces. Maybe light tanks? Crushes? Okay, okay. Those 4 light tanks did the number. And there's the first medium tank for Unano. But yeah, good yak. And the balance is re-established, or the non-balance in this case. Okay, light tanks find one ore truck. No rockets yet. But this is just a slight nuisance. Or is it? Anjew going on the offensive here. He feels he has tank superiority and can push Anjew away, but here's another yak incoming. And finds only one rocket before going down. But the superior numbers in infantry. No! Final tank makes all the difference. Okay. Too many rockets in the composition here. In the end. Yeah. Did he forget to build, or is he broke? That's the question. Okay, okay. Yeah. Unano decides not to attack with just a single rocket. And Anjew is up to tier 3 and has the Iron Curtain already almost at halftime. Yeah, economy on the side of Unano here. Was trying to do some scouting with the Ranger. Now finally up to radar tech as well. Well, Anjew is scouting the seas, scouting the coastline. Drunk driver there, or what's that? Okay. Okay. Almost all support powers ready for Anjew here. Iron Curtain, Parabombs, Paratroopers, and Spy Plane. So, will he find a perfect angle with the parabombs? Not a big map, so, and I mean the openings are rather on the sides of the map, so good chance he'll find an army there with a short travel time for the bomber. Army's about even. Anjew still has not invested into the service depot. And Anjew is just, Unano is just crawling forward with AA guns. Tanya out now, so finally invested into the tech center as well. While Anjew takes the time to pick off the oil derricks. Tanya is on a mission. Oh, yeah, that's juicy. Nope. Too many rockets. And Unano is going in. Found an expansion. But he gets attacked from the back lines. Where's the bomber? Parabombs called, but from a weird angle. I mean, yeah, now he's gonna bomb his own army. Almost. That must have been a misclick. That was the worst possible angle. Not quite, but pretty bad. Iron Curtained APCs, though, already won the engagement before Parabombs came in. Wow, phenomenal crashes from the medium tanks. Is there even a rocket soldier left? There was one. Now he got crushed as well. Where's Tanya? Okay, up here. Killed something. Half a base, I guess. Okay. Short-lived Tanya, but Unano trades her out for 2 yaks, which is it's minor positive in the bank, right? And the Blackhawks barely make it, barely kill all the rockets just in time. Good micro from Unano there. And looks like he's finally gonna push Anjew off this expansion here. Andrew doesn't have all that much to his name. They are basically both down to one standing army. Tanya dying immediately. And Yak crash, friendly firing, exploding the own oil refinery, and that's Andrew calling GG. Oh. Meaning Unano takes this best of 3 series against Anjew to open up the Group A competition in Red Alert Experimental League.